Hello and welcome to Beyond the Boulevard, a Belmont Vision podcast hosted by me, Burney, where I get to interview successful alumni from Belmont. Today I am talking to Emma Leonard. Welcome!
Hi!
I'm
so excited to be here.
I'm so excited you get to join me. Okay, so in traditional Belmont fashion, can you give me a name, major, hometown?
Of course I can. Well, my name is Emma. I am originally from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised there, and my major in my undergrad was audio engineering technology, and I had a music minor because I started as a music major, but then I ended up transitioning to audio engineering.
Ooh, T. Why did you decide to make that transition?
So I was a commercial music major with my voice was my primary instrument, and I had studied voice my whole life, like classical music and musical theater, and so I wanted to explore the commercial music realm, and I did it for a year, and then COVID hit, and it was crazy, and I had to do all this singing at home by myself and recording myself, and I loved music, and I absolutely love studying and performing music, but I wanted to try something completely brand new that I'd never even heard of before. And so audio engineering really piqued my interest because I really wanted to learn more about the behind the scenes of music and music production and recording and all of that interesting stuff. And so I just kind of on a whim decided to change my major, and it ended up being really cool. And I really enjoyed the 3 years that I spent in the major. I thought it was very cool, and I learned some interesting things, but I am obviously not in that field now.
Wait, yeah, which is such a good transition. So tell me what you do now and how you kind of got into that role.
Sure. So I'm currently a residence director here at Belmont. I live in the hall as a full-time professional, and I supervise the RA staff, and I oversee the daily operations of the building. In college, for my sophomore through senior year, I was an RA, and that was my favorite job I've ever had. It was the most fulfilling job that I've ever had, and I honestly just didn't want to stop. I loved it so much, and I really had a passion for leadership and just higher education. When I graduated, I became the assistant residence director in one of our biggest upperclassmen halls on campus, and then from there, I was promoted to a full-time residence director, and so I've done that. This is my third year now of being an RD, and I absolutely love it. It's been such a cool job getting to supervise the RAs, getting to supervise what was my favorite position is such a cool full circle moment for me now. In the spring of this year, 2025, I got moved over to Thrailkill Hall. So that's where I currently serve as the RD.
Okay, so as you were saying, your major is not that you majored in while you were here is not necessarily directly aligned, I guess, with what you do now. What is something that you feel you took from your schooling at Belmont that you do use as an RD?
Oh, that's a great question. We actually have a podcast.
Yes.
Not a shameless plug, but we Belmont Residence Life has a podcast called the College Parent Podcast, and so with my audio engineering background, I got to serve as the lead of that committee, and so get to supervise my coworkers working on that committee and mixing and editing and doing all
That's
of the
so cool.
Audio work for that.
Why did you want to continue to work at Belmont?
I have absolutely loved my time at Belmont. Belmont was the first school that I ever toured in high school. So every other school that I toured after Belmont, I would think in my head but it's not Belmont. Right. And so even just from the first time that I set foot on campus, I felt this sense of peace and felt like I was at home. And so I am so grateful that I had this position available to me, that I could just walk right into the assistant RD position and then obviously into the RD position. But really it's the people that I've met and the opportunities that I've had at Belmont are I just couldn't imagine having this I just couldn't imagine being the person that I am anywhere else. Does that make sense? Yeah.
What is your favorite part of your job right now?
Oh my gosh. My favorite part of my job is the people. I know I keep talking about the people, but Belmont just breeds a certain person that you just want to have around you all the time. So supervising my RAs, I have 9 RAs, and they are the goofiest, wildest bunch, and I love them. They are probably my favorite part of the job. I also absolutely love my coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
I am so lucky to have a coworker environment that I love, because we just get along so well.
Mm-hmm.
We're all neighbors. We all live like next door to each other, and so we see each other all the time. It's a very like loving and caring environment.
Was there anything that like becoming an RD was like you just weren't really expecting it? What was like something that was unexpected for you?
Yeah. Something that I was not expecting to take so much time out of the day is the committee work that I was talking about earlier. Something that my RD told me when I was an RA is that the RD job is split into like 70-30, and the 30 is what the RAs see. So like you see us in the building, and you, like we have one-on-ones with the RAs, and you see us interacting with students in our building, but that's only about 30% of our job. The other 70 is committee work, so working with the other RDs on things, and also like after hour on-call situations. So
was there anything that you're like, I really want somebody to know this about like the RD role?
Something that I try to display in my building and in my persona as an RD is that RDs are not scary. We're really not. I promise. We are people too. We are like graduate students and above, and we are in this job because we care and we love for students. So don't be scared if you get called into a meeting in our office, or if we knock on your door and ask how your day is going. It's because we care about you, and it's because we want to show you that there's someone in your corner.
So you're in a master's program right now. What is that program, and like what are you doing in it?
Yeah. So I'm once again a student at Belmont, which is so exciting. I'm pursuing my Master's of Science in Strategic Communication and Leadership.
Okay. What does that like mean?
Yeah. So it's a communication degree, and so learning all about like corporate communication and like how to communicate on a team, and also just learning how to lead a team and lean into the development of a team. And so I'm learning some really exciting like exercises and development workshops and things like that I can use with my RA staff in real time. So getting to see how what I'm learning in class is playing out in real life with my staff is so rewarding, and it's so cool to get to see the leadership development exercises that I'm learning are actually paying off, and I can actually use them with my staff. So
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of a different major than your undergrad major.
Yes.
Kind of like a bigger shift. Why did you choose to do science of communications?
Yeah. I wanted to pursue something a bit broader that I'm passionate about, and I'm very, very passionate about leadership and being a leader and getting to develop my team. So that's primarily why I chose to pursue this degree, was for the leadership aspect of it.
If you were to give somebody who is currently a student at Belmont any advice, maybe they're not like kind of like how you were, not really knowing what they were, if they were going to pursue something that like falls in line with their major or something along that, what would like the piece of advice be?
My best piece of advice would be to make as many connections as you can. Reach out to that friend that you made at orientation and see how they're doing. Even if you haven't talked in a couple of months or years, maybe they're thinking about you too, or maybe they have really great connections and they can set you up with a cool job for after college, or go to office hours with that professor that you seem to connect with and see if they have any job opportunities or even like resume advice for you. I would always recommend building connections and talking to people, and yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness, that's such a great piece of advice. Thank you so much again for joining me.
Of course. Thanks for having me. This was so fun.
Thank you so much for joining us on Beyond the Boulevard. Listen to our previous episodes and join us next time. Thank you.